YouTube, friends, people watching this. I was wrong, which does not happen very often, but I was wrong when it came to something specific with my new niche site, Slightly Pretentious, my cocktail site. And in this video, I'm gonna give you an update to that site. I'm gonna tell you what I was wrong about, how it has led to the single largest traffic day in the site's history, and gotten me closer to our monetization goals for the site. If you're looking to build a niche site of your own and grow it, then I highly suggest you stay tuned right after we do the intro and we give you this quick update. That was creepy. Won't do that again. Sorry. Okay, if you're new here, my name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of Location Rebel, where we teach you how to build small businesses that allow you to spend more time doing the stuff you love. For me, I have a few businesses. I have Location Rebel, where we talk about all this stuff on the YouTube channel. I've got a golf site called Breaking 80, and my newest niche site is called Slightly Pretentious, where I talk about my quest to visit the top 100 bars in the world and teach you how to make some of the best cocktails in the world. And that is the topic of today's video, where I'm just giving a little 6-month update about what has worked, what is not, what I'm doing to grow the site, and how that applies to you if you're looking to build a niche site of your own. So I mentioned that I was wrong, or at least kind of wrong, when it came to niche sites and how to grow it. So what was I wrong about? In previous videos, I have said that when you're first starting out with a niche site, you do not need to worry about building backlinks.
I don't believe in building backlinks.
And that's essentially what I found, is I don't know that I've got a single link from anybody other than like Location Rebel. I was wrong, but also not totally wrong. So the not totally wrong is, that's still true. You don't have to build backlinks. You can build a successful site without actively seeking out, backlinks and trying to promote your site in that way. That's still true, but, big but, it's gonna take you a lot longer. So how do I know this? Well, let me tell you. I have a blog post about how to make the best Manhattan. I should have made a cocktail, but it's 12:30 in the afternoon, so we'll save that for another post. But I've got a blog post on the site about how to make the best Manhattan that was starting to get a little bit of traffic. It's starting to get some recognition for best Manhattan recipe, Manhattan drink, things like that. And there is a ton, like I'm talking like hundreds of thousands of people a month are searching for Manhattan cocktail related search phrases. So if I can start to rank for some of these, that could be a big boon for a brand new site. That could be exciting. So I pitched a guest post. It was one of the first guest posts I have pitched in years. I should be doing more of this. We talked about that in the last video, all about why you're not making money online. Go do more guest posts. They still work. So went to a well-known cocktail site and said, hey, I'd like to write a post. They gave me a prompt. I ended up getting a link back to my Manhattan recipe within the post. And within 4 days, I saw traffic for that post double. And that led to, a couple days later, the highest traffic day post we've ever had. And then the next day was one of the second highest traffic days we've ever had. And the rankings have continued to climb. And after that guest post got published, within about 5 days, we saw a significant jump in our search rankings. So I can't say that it was 100% because of that link, but there's a very good chance, and I've seen this over and over again, when I do a guest post or when I get a fairly high profile link back to the site, we see a bump. Again, that's not to say that I couldn't keep growing it and doing it without it, and some of those links would come organically. But because I was proactive, I went and got the guest post, which led to the link, which has now led to more traffic. I'm a pretty firm believer that, all right, backlinks, they matter. And if you don't want to spend years and years, struggling and building things up, it's probably worth your time to go out and pursue them. There, I said it. I know Matt Giovanisi is going to kill me because he's built very, very successful niche sites without ever having to go out and solicit links or do guest posts or do any of that kind of stuff. But based on my experience with Slightly Pretentious, the backlinks, they matter. They matter. So as you're getting started, I would encourage you to devote some of your time towards building a little bit of a profile, getting to know some of the other people within your industry, potentially do some writing for them, because that's going to just help speed up the process. So, update, 6 months in, where is the site at and what am I doing? So we just talked about guest posting and how that's going to be something that I'm going to be focusing on over the course of the next few months to try and build up that backlink profile. Number 2, I'm still working on creating content. We haven't really moved into building an audience yet, I'm still working on traffic and content so that we've got that base. So I'm going through all the classic cocktails. How to make a daiquiri, how to make an old fashioned, how to make a Negroni, how to make a Moscow Mule, how to make a margarita, and making sure that I've got really high quality content around all of those things. So far, that's been working out pretty well. And one of the things that's been working out is kind of finding those ancillary cocktails that, how to make an old fashioned. That is a very, very popular post. But how to make a peach old fashioned, not quite as popular, more easy to rank for. Easier to rank for. How to make a Negroni, kind of difficult. How to make a rum Negroni, a little bit easier. So not only do we have how to make a Negroni, but we also have how to make a rum Negroni. And I'm finding that the traffic is often increasing with some of those like kind of second level cocktails, the ones that don't get nearly as much search traffic, but they are also easier to rank for. And with that, as those posts grow, which link back to the main posts, I'm seeing everything kind of continue to slightly ratchet up, which has been really exciting. Another thing I'm focused on, which is really exciting to be able to do from the beginning. I started Location Rebel in 2009. I started Breaking 80 in 2012. And it wasn't until maybe 2017 or 18 where I really felt like I kind of understood a lot of the intricacies of on-site SEO and how to make a site work so that everything is benefiting itself. And a lot of that comes down to interlinking. How are you linking to your newest posts in your oldest posts and vice versa? So by starting this site from scratch, I've been able to do that. So with every new post I write, I make sure that I'm linking back to older relevant posts. So let's say I make a post on how to make a Manhattan. I will go to the search bar on my own site and type in Manhattan. And then every post where I talk about Manhattans, I go back into that old post and add a link to the new one. So the site is set up really well structurally so that everything is linking to itself in a good way. So it's a lot easier for Google to say, oh, these are all related. And even though they're not as important as off-site links, on-site links are still important. If you have 100 pages on your site and 90 of them all point towards, old-fashioned, that's going to tell Google, oh, this is probably an important post if you were linking to it so many times on your own site. So that's one of the things we continue to focus on. We continue to make sure that that link structure is good. So we make it as easy as possible for Google to say, oh yeah, this is good. This is good content. Let's promote it. So in our last video, I talked about the importance of having a plan. So what's the plan for Slightly Pretentious? My plan is to get to the point where I'm continuing to create content to build up traffic, so we're at the point where we have 50,000 views a month, so I can sign up for Mediavine, which is my ad network of choice. That's what we use on Breaking 80, and I think if we have that many visitors, I'd probably off the bat be making somewhere around $50 a day in display advertising, and that's totally passive. So that's the goal. I'm saying this out loud for the first time publicly. By the end of the year, I want 50,000 views a month, so that I can sign for Mediavine, start getting display ads, and then from there, that's when I'm going to start building the audience. That's where I'm going to focus on the email list. That's where we're going to focus on products and all of that stuff. But I want to get to that kind of tipping point first so that we can start bringing in some money and I can feel like, oh, this is actually a business and not just some hobby side project that I'm working on. So all of that to say, I am more excited about Slightly Pretentious now than I have been at any point this year. Now that I'm finally seeing some of the hard work paying off, we're seeing some of the traffic come in, we're still making affiliate sales through our best cocktail books post. So every single day there's people that are buying those books on Amazon based off that post. So site's bringing in a little bit of money. But as I'm just seeing how much traffic there are in cocktails, I'm starting to understand how so many food bloggers have such big blogs and how they have such big traffic numbers because there are so many things that people are searching. So I'm seeing the potential, I'm liking it, I'm excited about it. It's been fun to kind of combine all of my interests between cocktails and photography and blogging, and starting to work some of the cocktails into the videos a little bit. So it's cool to see how everything kind of coagulates and builds off each other. Anyway, that was just a quick update. I had to admit that I was wrong, that I do think that backlinks are important, although you don't have to do them. It's just going to take a little bit longer. But I have learned that that is something I need to focus on as I'm growing this site in the coming months. So we'll do another update sometime in the next few months. And if you want to learn more about what we're up to, make sure to hit subscribe. We got new videos every Monday and Thursday geared towards helping you build a small business you can run from anywhere in the world. Hope you enjoyed this, and go check out Slightly Pretentious. If you want a really good example of an affiliate blog post and how to create a post that builds trust, is informative, is entertaining, and makes money, I'm pretty proud of that Best Cocktail Books post. So there's a link to that below. Go check it out, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Peace.